Well, how do you describe your experience playing in that league first, looking back on it now?
I think Cleveland, I guess Lake Erie is probably one of the best organizations in the AHL. First of all, it's very first class. You get to play in the what's that place called? The
Q.
The Q. Yeah. I forget, but you get to play in the Q, which is a great facility, and everyone there was always good to me, and it was a lot of fun. And when that place is sold out, it's nice and loud.
Yes, sir. When you came into the American League with our team, with the Monsters, what were some things that you had talked to maybe the organization, the coaches, that you knew you had to improve on?
Well, I had just broken my ankle and had surgery on it, so I think it was huge for me just to get my confidence back and be able to skate again. It took me a while to get used to being out there again on my feet, and I think it was good, and it was my first real look at pro hockey, and it was a big change from playing in the Western League and playing in college, so it was good for me, and it got me ready for the NHL.
Same thing. I mean, you talk to guys whether they play in the NFL, like you guys, junior. I mean, the speed. How much different is it up here?
It's a lot different in certain ways. The positioning's a lot better, and I've always said it. I think it was easier for me to play here than it was in the American League, just because you're playing with way better players, and everyone knows where to be in certain places and get open for each other. So if you're more accountable to yourself, I think it's easier.
The word survival comes up a lot, obviously, in our sport. How was it for you to survive spending time in the American League, mentally?
I wouldn't look at it as survival for me. I wasn't there that long. I mean, obviously, my goal was to play in the NHL, and I was lucky enough to not have to even play a full year in the A. I got a call up at the end of the year and got to play a couple months here. And then once I was there, I never wanted to go back. Not to say anything against the American League, but you get treated basically like a king when you're in the NHL.
How do you deal with that as individually? I mean, every guy's different. How do you deal with it when you're playing here? And I mean, that has to maybe pop into your mind sometimes, or not? How is it for you, TJ?
I think it's different for everyone. Personally, once I was here, I knew I had a pretty good chance of staying for the rest. And now that I've been here for a while, as long as I play my game and don't mess up too big, I should be here for the remainder of my career, hopefully. And I've learned a lot from the American League, and it was a huge stepping stone for me, and I'll always remember my time there.
What do you think it was that ultimately allowed you to come up top here with Colorado?
There's a lot of things that go into it. I mean, I've had a lot of good coaches who have helped me along the way, and teammates, older guys. So there's so many things that come together, and it's a lot about timing. We were rebuilding here in Colorado, and I was a young guy, and it worked out well enough for me to just slide right in and have a spot.
What are you, 24, 25?
22.
22?
Yeah, I got the beard, so I might
wow.
look a little older.
22 years old. So you were what, 20 when you came up?
Yeah, I was 20.
Tell me what do you remember about that first game you played here?
I remember the first game for a few reasons. One, I got to play with some really good players right away. Two, we lost 8-1.
Oh.
And I was a -3. But you know what? After the game, the coach came up to me and said, you played great, and you have nothing to worry about. Don't even worry about the score sheet. So I was happy about that.
Wow. Who was the team?
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
So it's crazy how things have changed since then.
Yeah. Was that game here or up there?
It was here.
It was here. You mentioned playing in Cleveland, and obviously they do a tremendous job there. You guys have great fans here. What's it like playing here for you?
It's amazing. I love it. I love the city, and we have good fans here too, and just the guys on the team are amazing. I have such a good time every time I come to the rink, and a lot of laughs.
Joe Sacco obviously was a coach there for 2 years. Now he's here. What's it like playing for him?
It's awesome. We're very familiar with each other. He knows what to expect from me, and if I don't do it, he's going to be on me. That's one thing. He holds guys accountable very well, and it's crazy how much you can grow with a person. Like I can tell when he's mad at me, or without him even have to say anything, and I know what he's thinking most of the time. So I think that familiarity helps a lot.
Speaking of that, who were some guys? There's so many of you guys up here in the last 3 years. A couple guys came up last year. Who were you maybe tight with or close with in Lake Erie that came here with you?
Probably Stewie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were close there. Even the summer before I played pro, we lived together, so that was good for us to get to know each other. He was a guy who basically broke my ankle. I don't know if he'll say it a different way. We were playing shinny together, and sorry. Yep. It was kind of a freak accident, but I blame it on him. But no, we're really good buddies, and we were line mates last year, so it's kind of cool how we've both come up together.